Hello, this is Bridget Rau with Divine Essentials. How are you? Alright, we're going to do one that we haven't done in a while. This is going to be, what aren't they telling you? Alright, so we're going to find out what this person isn't telling you, like connected to their thoughts, their heart, their desires. And then there will be an extended version for those of you who are resonating to find out what you can expect with this person over the next month. What aren't they saying to you? And some blockages, okay? So we're just going to dive in. This is for all signs. You can be a woman, you can be a man, you can be a feminine, you can be a masculine. Usually I just kind of pick up what's coming through. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, let it go. Maybe this isn't the reading for you. But yeah, I was like, hey, I haven't done one of these in a while. So when it comes to this person's head, what aren't they telling you? Like, what are they thinking about that they're trying to, you know, keep under wraps? We've got the Justice card coming out. So let's see. And I did see Five of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck with that. So some of these people may be filing for divorce. Some people could be going through different contracts. We also have the Six of Cups with the Temperance on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like, you know, depending upon your connection, whoever you're dealing with, if you're dealing with somebody that's like in a karmic situation who's married, they may be like getting ready to leave that behind, especially because the Five of Pentacles was on the bottom. You know, often when people go through divorce and all of that, somebody, like, you know, finances get impacted, value, worth on ourselves can get a little messed up. We can feel like we failed our family and things like that. So I feel like this person could be really getting ready to leave behind those contracts that they've signed in the past, all right? Some of them could also be going through, like, court proceedings and stuff with other situations. I'm having my own stuff go on with this, so this definitely makes sense. And again, this can be feminine or masculine. I feel like whoever you're tapping into, this person may not be, you know, talking about it, but they could definitely be going through something financially connected, romantically connected, wherever there's contracts or karma, basically, because justice for me is also about our karma situations. So if they were just dealing with, like, you know, karmic behaviors, they could be really thinking about bringing justice to those situations. With the Six of Cups, that is about reconciliation. So this person could also be thinking about the fact that they want to reconcile either with you or with themselves. You know, the Six of Cups for me also indicates our inner child in our past lives. So this person could really be trying to figure out how to, like, overcome things that they've learned as a child. Those could be some of the contracts that they're holding on to that they need to sever and cut away so that they can come into that energy of temperance. Also, whatever we've experienced in our past lives, you know, those carry into this lifetime. But I really am picking up that this person, you know, temperance for me is a yes union energy. So this person may want to come into union with you. They want to come into a more balanced state of energy. So a lot of times within these relationships, I've noticed that one person is bringing all the love and one person is bringing all the passion, or you guys just have a whole bunch of passion going on, but not a whole lot of emotional, like, you know, communication happening. So I feel like this person's thinking about that. They could be thinking about trying to balance those things out with you, wanting to reconcile with you, and trying to figure out, you know, after probably an extended time of being away from each other, how to do that. Because temperance also indicates to me, you know, patience. It can take a long time for us to balance our stuff out. It can take a long time for us to clear up contracts. It can take a long time for us to face the inner child inside and say, you know what, this isn't working for me. I need to heal. So I sense that this person's not letting on to the fact that these thoughts are going on in their mind, or that they're wanting to, you know, come into a place of union or reconciliation with you. And that could be because they're perceiving you as the Queen of Swords, all right? They may feel like you're going to cut them out. The Queen of Swords is somebody that has been jaded. They've been hurt. You know, they're a little bit more logical in their approach to love. They're not going to just be like, oh, let's reconcile, everything's fine. They have been hurt. So basically, they're scared, you know, and it's not even, it's like, I feel like for some of you, you could be scared that you're going to get hurt again, or that this person may be like, especially if they're not letting this stuff on, if they're not letting you know that they're thinking these types of things, you may not know where they're really at. So you could be really guarded and like you got your sword up ready to, you know, cut any offers off if you feel like they're bringing you something that doesn't come along with justice. Maybe you feel like they're still engaged with other people, or they're still like, you know, all caught up in a marriage, or they're still doing toxic things, or they're, you know, still in an immature energy connected to their inner child, or that they're just going to bring you passion and no love. You know, there's a lot of ways that this I feel could be coming through. But I feel like this may be why this person, if they are thinking these things in regards to you, isn't really expressing it to you. It's basically just these things that they're thinking about, but they're not really getting it from their head space to their action space, because they could be afraid of rejection, or they could just be afraid of themselves repeating what they've already done. They may know that they've hurt you a lot, and they could be afraid of coming back into your life and hurting you one too many times, or even just the fact that they may not feel like they're 100% there yet. You know, I feel like they're definitely thinking about these things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they've acquired all the tools or the mind behind it to bring it into action. Okay. I also have the Ten of Pentacles here on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this person is thinking about what they want for their life. You know, what is it that's going to make you happy? The Ten of Pentacles represents ultimate fulfillment. This is the dream that you've always wanted. This is, you know, the house that you've always wanted, in the destination that you've always wanted, with the family that you've always, you know, figured you would have in your mind, or like the one that you saw as, you know, your dream life. Okay. And everybody has their own dream. So I feel like whatever this person is thinking about is basically, how can I get to my Ten of Pentacles? How can I have that ultimate fulfillment, that abundance, that person that I'm going to share things with? Where am I going to go with all of these feelings and these thoughts? And, you know, how do I get from where I'm at, and how do I take action with this? So Eight of Wands is about taking action and communicating. Some of you may be at physical distance from each other. I feel like this is probably emotional distance. But on the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. So I feel like this person may be really trying to think about how they're going to start taking action in their life to get to here, because this is very similar energy to the Ten of Pentacles. This is the emotional fulfillment that comes along with having the, you know, fulfillment of everything else in your life. This is, we've got the love, we've got the person, we've got the family, and this is, we've got everything else that we need to back that up, to go to exactly where we're wanting to be. So I'm sensing that this person does have a lot of love for you under their surface. They're just not, you know, expressing it. And they could be thinking about that as well. They may be trying to hold back these emotions because they're not sure how you're going to be, how you're going to accept them if they were to come forward and let you in on what their thought process is at this time. But I do feel like a lot of them are thinking about how they're going to take this action, how they're going to bring about this Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is a new beginning of passion, romance. It can be seen as like a night of passion. So this person could, you know, really be missing you in that way as well. But yeah, look, I picked up the deck and this stayed on the table. Four of Wands is union energy. This is twin flame 1111 union. So this person could be really feeling the desire to connect with you in that way, passionately, romantically, wanting to experience your energy again, wanting to maybe connect with you sexually, you know, get into that stuff. Yeah, I mean, I have the Four of Swords here. So this person could have definitely gone through some major healing, or they could be thinking about what needs to be healed. Again, with those Six of Cups energies, they may be starting to figure out now, like, you know what, this isn't working, that isn't working. Where do I need to, you know, focus my attention or my healing in order to bring justice to my life? How can I break out of my fears and break out of the stagnancy of the Hangman to come into this place that I'm looking to go with my future? And the Hangman is somebody that, you know, even though they're stuck and stagnant and they're like not doing a whole lot, they are looking at things from a new perspective. So when they come out of that hangman energy, they come out in a new way, which is interesting because we got the world here. So this person could be ready to come to the end of a cycle of a certain perspective that they were living within after a time of healing and overcoming these fears that they may have once were holding on to too tightly or weren't really even recognizing were there, so that you can come into that yes union of perfect balance. So let's see what this person's heart isn't telling you, or what they're feeling that they're not letting on at this point. I'm going to use another tarot deck. That's the Mermaid Tarot. This is the Tarot of Dreams. What is this person feeling towards you at this time that they're not letting you know? What is this person feeling that they're not letting you know? I just keep checking on my puppers. 2 of my little girls went and got neutered today, so I gotta make sure they're not licking themselves or doing anything crazy. Oh, look at that. So 6 of Cups again, and Ace of Cups. So in this person's heart, what they're feeling is they're wanting to likely have a new beginning of reconciliation. So this is a new beginning in love. This is like, let's start over, you know. Sometimes it can be seen as starting over with a new person. So if they were married, they may be like, let me get rid of that so that I can start over with you. But because it's coming out with 6 of Cups, I really feel that this is wanting to have a new beginning in love with the person that they're thinking about reconciling. And we already saw that they're thinking about these things with you, so they're also feeling these things. And on the bottom here is the Hierophant, followed by that Ace of Wands again. So I feel like in their emotional space, in their heart, they do sense that this may be something more significant. This is like a spiritual contract. They may have tried to ignore this energy, or tried to ignore their passion that they had for you, or suppress the desires that they have for you. But I feel like this is something that their emotional body isn't letting them ignore anymore. You know, it's like, this is just going to keep popping up in your face until you acknowledge it. Or these wounds that you've been holding on to from other lifetimes and from your childhood are going to be continuously, you know, showing up as an issue until you reconcile with those. And that's how you reconcile with your partner. That's how you reconcile with the person that you have the spiritual contract with, in order to have this new beginning in love and express this passion that you feel for them. So I definitely feel like this person is heavily feeling in their emotions that they would like a new beginning. And look at that. Water, Wands, emotions, passion, Temperance, my yes union energies. So this person could really be feeling like they want to bring balance to those 2 aspects. They're not just wanting to bring in a whamma-bammer, and they're not just, you know, coming in all emotional and woohoo, but they want to bring a balance of those 2 things. So that's very positive. And I just split the deck, and look, 4 of Wands, which is that twin flame 11-11 union. And underneath that is the Page of Cups. So some of them may feel like they want to come in to have some sort of union with you. They're wanting to come in to either, you know, seal the deal, or, you know, at least come in to express the passion that they have for you. Some of them may be feeling like they owe you an apology, or they could just be feeling that energy of like the young love butterflies when they think about you, or when they think about this connection, which goes along with the 6 of Cups. So you could really incite that like exciting type of energy within them. It makes their little boy or girl inside go, oh my goodness, you know, gets excited about living again, or gets excited about love again. So they probably aren't showing you all this on the surface, but I do sense this person has a lot of heightened passion and desire for you right now, especially with the 6 of Wands. This is somebody that wants to have, you know, victory. This is somebody that feels that energy towards you. And I don't think it's just that, though. I think they're also grounded within it, and now maybe wanting to invest a little bit more than just the passion, because the 3 of Pentacles is about working together to build something stable. You know, this may be a house of passion. You guys may, you know, not be able to keep your hands off of each other, but it doesn't mean that that's all that's going to be there. That I feel like they could just be having a heightened desire due to the fact that they haven't seen you in a while. But when it comes to actually working with you in the physical, I feel like they may want to, you know, slowly build things into a more stable place than what was ever being done in the past. I do have the Tower here, so I feel like in their emotions, they've either gone through a major Tower moment, which could be like leaving behind karmic partners. It could be leaving behind karmic behaviors. This can also be those epiphany moments. So for their feelings, they could have had that epiphany realization, like all of a sudden, oh my God, like this is the person that I see this with, or this is the person that I want to, you know, experience these things with. I also have the Ten of Swords here, so I feel like for some of them, they've gone through some sort of painful ending in their life, or they could be feeling like they're going through a painful ending with you right now. They may feel like they've messed up their opportunities with you, and that you may no longer be open to whatever they have to offer you due to whatever you've already had happen with them, especially because we saw them thinking about that Queen of Swords. They could really be fearful that you're no longer open to receiving what they have to offer. So I also have the Strength card coming through, so I feel like in their emotions, yeah, they feel the strength of this significant connection. Regardless of what they are thinking about, regardless of what is happening in the physical, they can't deny that this is an infinite connection. The Strength card is number 8. That's that infinity symbol. That's that infinite expression of divine love. We have the Lovers here, which is divine counterparts, soulmates, twin flames, however you want to label it. So I'm feeling for a lot of them that could have been their epiphany moment, their tower moment, is realizing, you know, what they've been running from, or what they've been pushing away, or what they've been sabotaging. I also have the Page of Swords, so I feel like some of them, you know, are wondering what you're up to, wondering where you're at emotionally. They may be trying to figure these things out, like, in their mind, and before they come to message you, like, you know, is this person seeing somebody else? Do they still want what I have to offer? They could be wondering if you're still in your karmic situations, if you were, you know, dealing with somebody else, or if you had your own karmic type of behaviors and patterns. They could be wondering and trying to, like, peek into your life to see, you know, are you still caged within karma? Are you still caged with anything toxic? But I definitely feel like this person is thinking about making some sort of offer towards you. Yeah, I just split the deck and got the Ace of Swords. So they're thinking about bringing new communication to you. And the Ace of Swords is about truth, integrity. This isn't somebody that's coming in to lie. This isn't somebody that, you know, just, you know, has nothing positive to say. I feel like they do have something positive to say. They just may be nervous about saying it. Some of them could be afraid of what the answer would be, or what the reply or the response would be from you. So they could be a little stuck. All right, that Hangman energy again. But it's again, just like we saw in their head, when they're in that Hangman energy, they're seeing things from new perspectives. So whatever's been going on, yeah, they're coming into a time of clarity, and they're starting to see things in a new way. And the Sun is about illumination and clarity, but it's also the happiest card within the deck. So I feel like they're having that illumination and clarity about what's going to make them happy, and they may not want to give up on it now with the Nine of Wands. That's somebody that's willing to do what it takes to not lose their happiness, or to not lose something that they perceive to be significant to a Cups soulmate partnership. You know, and those swans there are again another symbol of twin flames, so they may just have that clarity and realization that they don't want to give up on the person that, you know, came into their life for a divine purpose, or the person that is meant to be there for a significant part of the journey. I also have the Five of Wands, so I do feel like a lot of them are conflicted, you know, when it comes to their emotions. They may not know how to express them. They may never had to have expressed these types of feelings before, and for some, they could just be nervous about it. And for some, I feel like it could be because they're still, you know, dealing with their karmic partners, or their wives, or their husbands, or they could be feeling like you still are, because there's definitely some illusions here. But I think the clarity is coming, because in this deck, you can see through all these cups. So in other decks, you know, you can only see like halfway through the cup. You don't know exactly what's going on in there. But in this deck, you can see it. So even if they are conflicted about this, I feel like that clarity is coming to them there as well. They're going to start to realize where you're at, you know, see through the illusions that they could be holding on, see through the illusions of whatever conflict and competition they have on their side. You know, if they have a karmic person in their life, or somebody in their life that has been, like, you know, talking shit, or just bringing something to their awareness that wasn't necessarily true or correct. I feel like they're going to start seeing through those things, and that's going to help them to overcome this energy, so that they're not like feeling like this is an uphill battle or a fight, and it's easier for them to get up and ascend the rest of that staircase into this. Easier for them to take that action to communicate with you. All right, so let's see, what is this person desiring with you? What is this person desiring? Ace of Wands. So this person's definitely feeling passion towards you, all right? They're desiring to reconcile with you. And I feel like they really want to get, into that type of physical, passionate union with you. They're wanting another opportunity to do this. They're wanting another opportunity to express these emotions and that passion. So again, I'm seeing temperance energy here, which is that balance of our emotion and our passion. It's not just about the sex. It's not just about, one person being all lovey-dovey. It's a balance. So I do feel like when it comes to what they're desiring that balance with you. I also have the Death card, so I feel like they're desiring a death of the ego. They're desiring a death of whatever's been difficult. They could be desiring a death of third-party elements, whatever other partnership has been, impacting these relationships. I feel like they really want to overcome those things so that they can express how they feel towards you. What else is this person? Yeah, so we got the Three of Wands. I also feel like this person's desiring that you're going to be there waiting for them when they clear this contract up, okay? Because we got Justice again and the Three of Wands. This is about waiting for our ships to come in. I feel like they don't want you to, have to wait forever, but I feel like they're ready to come in because they're clearing these things up. The death of the ego, the death of those contracts is here. That's what they're desiring. But they're wishing, is this person still available now that these things are cleared? Is that person still going to be waiting for me to make this offer? Are they still going to hear what I have to say? Or are they going to be, moving on? Have they already moved on? Have they given up on me due to, whatever's happened? But with the Ace of Pentacles here, they're definitely desiring to connect with you with value. They value you. I feel like if you're the feminine, they may want to, make you feel safe and protect you. They could feel badly about whatever's already happened to you, and they could even, see things that are going on in your life and want to shield you from your own karmic energies. But I definitely feel like there's this warmth here, and this feminine just wants to be nurtured. She wants to be loved. She wants to feel safe. She doesn't want to have to worry about another opportunity falling apart or another dagger to the back. She wants to know that if she accepts this offer, she's not going to be dealing with the devil again. She wants to have clarity, illumination. She wants this sun. She wants a true divine masculine energy. She wants the masculine that is standing in his power, ready to provide that type of clear communication, clear passion, clear desire without this looming in the background. So the Eight of Swords here tells me that you guys probably both have fear surrounding this. This person could fear that if they come in, you might say no, or they could fear that if they come in and you say yes, they mess up and then they lose you forever. But I do sense that this is part of your destiny to go through all of these things here, and that this is your divine counterpart. This is your lover. I feel like whoever this person you're asking about is now making the decisions to align with their destiny. They're listening to the call of spirit so that they can choose, to go down the right path and to have that new beginning in love that's going to be romantic. It's going to be loving. It's going to be, balanced. The both of you are going to be able to give to each other equally. You'll both be able to receive equally. There'll be a lot of passion, but there's also a lot of love within this connection. It's not just about one thing over the other. So yeah, they're definitely desiring that Four of Wands, which is that twin flame 11-11 union, and Temperance, which is that balance of the both, which again is that yes union energy for me. And on the bottom of the deck is that Hierophant. So I feel like they truly are making those higher level decisions at this point in regards to what they're desiring and seeing where their Ten of Cups is going to be. Desiring to make an offer, but their mind could be kind of holding them back, or their fear of if you're going to accept that rose or not. There's definitely some anxiety here, and I feel like a lot of it just comes because of what you guys have already experienced through the karmic relationships that you've already dealt with before this person, that you could have dealt with during this connection, and whatever karma the two of you have acquired in this lifetime but I feel like they're desiring to speak up and say something. They don't want to be out here, you know, looking at the hiney anymore. They want to come in and be able to touch it. And even with this devil energy, this does go along a lot with that passion too. So it's like, what are they desiring? I feel like they're desiring to connect with you sexually, for sure. You know, they want to take this energy of being up in this night of not being able to rest into a night of passion and desire. But I do sense for a lot of you there is good intentions here. It's not like they're hiding anything bad, not from what I can see here anyway. And I mean, for some of them, they could still have something in their doorway, but I feel like for those, they're having clarity about what they need to do in those situations so they can bring about a new beginning and make the right decisions. So they can start bringing abundance and new beginnings into their life that are going to be valuable, and have the person that is going to bring justice and a death to the ego part of themselves that's been keeping them in a state of rejection from, you know, what they're truly meant to have in their life, and to experience this type of balance of love, passion, you know, sex, desire, romance, all of those things that go along with this. All right. So I'm going to go deeper into this to find out what to expect, you know, over these next 4 weeks or over the next month. And this is a timeless reading, so whenever you dive into this, you know, this will be where you're at on the journey. What aren't they saying to you? And then what blockages could there be right now that you want to focus your attention on? All right. So if you want to join me, that link will be down below. If not, thank you for joining me this far, everybody. And all the other stuff that you need to know about me is listed down below. Thank you to those who send donations. Thank you to those who like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a private reading, that information is down below as well. I think I'm booked up until like October 4th or something like that. So if you're wanting a private reading, all that information is listed down there as well. But other than that, thank you guys very much. Link is down below. In Mune. Namaste.